Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming back on to do a few more project shares for Scrap Diva Designs, and here is Erica's card, her website, all of her other information, and make sure to follow the hashtag Scrap Diva Designs. Check out what everybody else is making. So let's see here. The first die I'm going to share, okay, I got this all backwards. This is the 3-piece suit tag. You have all of your little dies. This is like your main little piece that you will close up. And then this is like your little tag part. And then you have your little bow tie. And then you have some decorative pieces. There's like the vest and part of the shirt. These off to the side, and I'm going to do a tutorial for this, so if you stick around to the end, someone asked me to, so I'm just going to show how I made mine. So let's see, I did make 3. I was having so much fun. I was going to make more. I was going to make some like Maggie Holmes themed ones, but this is one of the first ones that I did, and I did it in white, and then I did this like shimmery I don't know, it's like a light orange for like the decorative pieces. There's the bow tie, just opens up like this. Super cute. Like I said, I fell in love with this. So I had so much fun making this. And then this is the next one. These, even though my favorite color is pink, for my wedding, I did 3 different colored purples. I did like a darker purple, a lavender, and then a really light purple. Again, opens up. Super cute. So my anniversary is next week, so I was thinking the colors of my anniversary. I did not make these flowers. I'm not sure. Somebody gifted them to me in a swap, so thank you for these because this was perfect for this. And then the next one, this one was inspired by my husband. He loves coffee. Like, I am a 2 to 3 cup coffee drinker a day. He drinks a whole lot more than that. So his birthday is actually coming up, and I already gave him his birthday gift, but I thought for his birthday I would give him this. Thought this was so cute. And the little buttons on the vest part are little coffee beans, and they have little faces on them. They are so cute. They match the little coffee bean paper, and then I stuck a little coffee right here with a heart on it. I think this is Doodlebug. And then I did the little coffee beans on the tie. Super cute. So I'm going to give this to my husband for his birthday. I'll just write something in there. We'll probably just go out to dinner, so I'll just buy him dinner. So cute, isn't it? I just love this. Love, love, love. I was going to make a unicorn one, and oh my gosh, I had all this paper out, and I'm like, okay, you need to start moving on to other projects. So I do plan on playing with this die a little bit more because I think this would be cute for everybody. I would love a little card like this. Adorable. But let me measure this. And this is 3 1/8 by like 2 3/4, and then you do have like the little tag part to stick it on, but super cute. Okay, and then the next one, oh my gosh, is so adorable, and it is the Crafty gnome add-on. Oh my gosh, I love this. Here is my little gnome, and I used the die out right here. It's the baker gnome. I love this one because it has like the hair, the little dress. I did the first one, I tried cutting off this part here and like making it hair, and I didn't like the way it looked, but she can be a baker crafter. I used to bake, and I'm crafty, so so I used the little ink dauber thing, and I just used my label maker and print out. She's Crafty. I love this little gnome. She is so adorable. And then here's the other pieces that come with the die set. So you get, I think this is a hole punch, like the little pliers, the little cuddle bug. Oh my gosh, this is so adorable. There are other pieces that you can layer up on here, and there is some like embossing, so you could have cut out like another piece for like on this darker pink. You could just keep going and just decorate it right up, but I thought it looked cute just like this. Did I already say the little tape, the little hot glue gun? I was gonna use my label maker and write a little thing that says so hot. And then here is the glue bottle, super cute. So I think you get 7 little pieces, and I will share the dies. I do believe that this will work with her. Can't remember if she has 1 or 2 other gnomes. Okay. I do. So you're going to get 2 sheets in here. So with the glue bottle, you get this piece here. You get like this stitched layering piece, and then you get the one that's glue. I cut this out in gold right here and just cut the piece I needed, this part too, so you don't get a separate piece. But when you see the embossing marks, like you can run this through and cut out and just decorate the heck right out of it with the little like embossing pieces. And here is the little cuddle bug. Here is another little piece. See, there's like a piece here, another piece here. So after you cut this out, you can cut it out again, like in a different colored cardstock, and just, that's what I did here. So you don't get like this piece either. I just cut this out in gold and then cut the pieces out that I wanted. And then, okay, if I can get my fingers on it, like the little wire cutters, the little hole punch. You get like all the layering pieces for it. You get the glue gun and the layering piece for that as well. The tape, oops. You get like your main little piece. You get another piece here, and then you get this one here. I did pop some of mine up on foam. Here is that little dauber. And then you do get another little like layering piece. And like I said, you could cut like this piece out here in a different color and just so on. And then here is for the cuddle bug, like all the extra, like here's, I didn't use like this piece. I did use the little heart. What did I use it on? It wasn't on, did I use it on the cuddle bug? Yes, I did. I used it on the cuddle bug. I think that's it. I thought I used the little, oh, I used the little heart again on this little stamper thingy. So super, super cute. But those are all the little pieces. So even just to have this would be so cute. She has Crafty words out to do bag toppers and like have it all decorated. I love this set. Okay, I don't want to lose any of the pieces. It is hot out today. The other day on Sunday, it was like 40 degrees out, and today it's like almost 90, and it is so muggy. And we do not have the air conditioning hooked up upstairs, just downstairs right now. So as soon as my husband comes home, because my craft room is upstairs, I am just dying up here. I got a fan, but ooh, it's just muggy, so muggy. And I did not get this die finished, but I wanted to share what I started. And this is, okay, I got a bunch of dies together here. The family crest banner, and here are the pieces. So you have this like really pretty piece here, then you have 2 stitched layering pieces, and then, okay, I didn't take that off yet, but it's like a cup. And then it has 1, 2, 3, some little decorative pieces, and you have a piece here to decorate like right in here. Then there's this piece here so that you could put the holes in. You know how you would run like your ribbon or whatever you're gonna hang up with it on your banner. So I do believe you just set it, I'm not sure, but I think you just set it like right in there and then run them through. But I did pop mine all up on foam, and then I just used hole reinforcers to just make it look pretty. And then I did make one into a very thin shaker. I still have to run some more glue underneath here, so I don't want to shake it too much, but I still have to decorate these. But isn't this pretty? I thought I could make a banner for my room, and I thought I could make, I don't know if I want to put her on here or on here. I'm not sure, but I wanted to make like a crafty banner with all the crafty words and all the little crafty pieces, and then print out or cut out like little pink crafter. I don't know. We'll see, but so pretty. I'm not really in my craft room tonight because it is super hot up here. So let me set these aside. So I was going to do a tutorial for the 3-piece suit. I'm not sure if I put it together right, but I'm just going to share how I put mine together. I did take a peek at the pink 8 because I'm like, okay. I was just wondering like where the pieces went. So I just kind of peeked at hers, and I'm hoping that I put it together right, but we shall see. I thought it came out cute. So I have all of my little pieces, and I have just these pieces here right on this piece of plastic. So I'm just going to start bending. You'll see the little score marks to score it. And then this part here. So if you're going to do like a different color right here, all I did was I took the die and I just set the paper right here and then just kind of snipped out what I wanted. So that way you can make, or you can use double-sided paper. There's even some little tabs at the top. There's a little tab right there. I don't know if I have my bone folder. Oh, I do. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly crease all these little pieces. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. It just depends. Okay. Looks like I cut these out double. I did. I wondered why this paper was so thick. This is usually a thinner paper, so I was just going to use thin paper for this. I'm just going to use pink. So on these little tab parts, that's where I started gluing these. And you'll notice that one is longer than the other. I think this covers it up. When I put these together, I have the other piece, the bigger piece over. So I'm going to try and do it the opposite way. So we'll glue this on. This is how I figured out how to line it up. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's right, but and then just make sure that you can close it. So that's all I did. Again, just making sure. Add a little glue on this tab. You do so much with these. I even have tiny little buttons. I think they're from Buttons Galore and More that you can use to add to this. Okay. So then I'm just going to run a little bit of glue. There's like this extra little thing. Just gonna run again, making sure this is going to close. Sometimes things shift. Just line it up. Give it a little press down. Okay, then what do I want to do? Okay, this is gonna go, I put this tab underneath. So I'm just going to run some glue there. That one down, and then this little piece here, because we're going to cover that up. Okay, and then you have this part right here all ready to go, except for we have to glue this right here. So I just put a little dab of glue, and then to hold them down, I have these wonderful little things from the Dollar Tree, and I just clipped them on like so. And then we'll just move to this piece. You're just going to fold it in. Other side, give them a nice little, and you'll notice that you have an extra little piece right here. The very first one I did, I had folded it, so we're not going to fold that because that lines up right like that. So then you are going to take the 3 little pieces, and this piece here goes right there. Okay, mind frame. Okay, again, I think I cut this out double. So then we're gonna take that piece, and it's going to go right there. Okay, then we'll shut this one, and then we're gonna grab the other little piece, add some glue. This is super easy. We're almost done. That's how quick it is. Okay, then your little bow. These are doubled, but I'm going to leave it doubled. So I'm just going to glue, because I cut it out twice, those pieces together, so this is thick. Now, when I put the bow on, I used my hot glue gun, but I do not have my hot glue gun plugged in. Okay, so you have one piece that has like embossing detail on it. We're going to glue it to this piece. Let's give that a little press. This is quick drying glue. So then add a little glue right there. Let's see. It's so much easier for me. Where are my tweezers? My tweezers have quite a bit of glue because I've been working with it, so don't judge me. I usually clean them off with alcohol, so I'm just going to, I put a little too much glue, so I'm just going to wipe that down. I'm going to set that right there. Isn't it cute? Just cutest little bow, and again, cut that out double. Okay, this should be, I just kind of took this, go, so cute. And then we're just going to glue on our bow. Now, you can either glue it at the top, or I'm gluing it down here, because usually that's where a bow tie, I think, is a little bit lower. I'm not sure. It's been a while. But okay, I got glue on the other side by accident. So I'm going to stick that right down. I don't want that other side to glue, so I'm going to leave that open a second. I'm going to grab a baby wipe. Glue on my fingertips. Well, I went to grab one baby wipe, but I have a few. So I'm just going to do a quick, let's clean that up real quick before it dries. And clean these up. Okay, and that is it. I mean, so easy. I did make a mess with this. Okay, that'll dry. And that is it. And then you can just, if you have little buttons or little bling or whatever. I think I have some right here in this drawer. Got these from Scrap Goodness on her Ko-Fi. So let's just put a few little blingy pieces. Oh, come on. I think my little picker upper is losing its stick. Put one there. Okay, I just want to line those up. Okay. That is it, guys. I was trying to find like a little tiny die or just cut out a little piece. I was going to put a little pocket with some like tissue paper. But so quick and easy to put together. Just get rid of some of this stuff. My gosh, I am just like dying up here. We used to have a pool and we got rid of it. I live out in the country, and when it gets windy up here, the pool kept getting destroyed, and we had to keep buying new pieces for it. So we kind of got rid of it a few years ago. But like I said, on days like this, I miss the pool. The pool at work, I guess I could run over there and go hop in. But isn't this cute? Just so darling. So you don't have to use it just for Father's Day or a wedding. I figured you could use it all year round. Super cute. Okay, let me get the other ones. And I hope this tutorial helps. Like I said, not sure if I did it right, so I like the way it came out, so that's how I'm going to make mine. Try to get as much as I can in here, the stuff that I made. But those are my project shares for Scrap Diva Designs. And I do have a coupon code, which is Davina10, and you can save 10% off of your order. And the new release is June 5th, which is midnight tonight. Super excited about this. I hope you guys are too. There's so many cute dies. I know I say it every month, but there really is. I love all her dies. They cut like butter. And I will leave links down below, and the links that I'm leaving down below are affiliate links, and I do make a small commission, and I do appreciate everyone that does use it and uses my code. Thank you so very much, and thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good night. Bye.